Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you guys may be. It's Ray again from Pro-string with another racket restringing tutorial. As you can see, a tennis racket today. It is the Solinco Blackout 300. Haven't tried it myself. All in black. Looks pretty slick, I have to say. The paint job's pretty nice. Gloss finish at the top and a non-gloss finish at the bottom, however that's called officially, I don't know. We're gonna get that restrung today with the Pro-string Pentagon and 125. Guys, just a reminder, if you are a tennis coach or run a tennis club or a stringer or a player, father of a player, mother of a player, doesn't matter what of a player, we have big discounts. I mean, 200-meter reel anyway. This specific string is only £60 in the UK at least. Prices may vary depending on what currency around the world, but we do give a 25% direct, 25% discount directly, almost no questions asked. Typically, for those who want the discount, you just do have to at least kind of prove that you are involved quite a bit in the tennis world at least, or anyone that's kind of competing at a high level or involved with tennis somehow directly will get the discount easily enough, because that's what we're about, is why pay more. Doesn't make sense. All these big brands, the markup on strings is just crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 9:32 a.m. London, UK time. I'm based in West London, or at least that's where my workshop is. So as you can see, one string, again, as always guys, there's 6 holes in the bottom, 3 loops. We have no choice but to start from the top. Excuse me. Come down, back up. I've measured my string with the rest of the reel. Clamp at the bottom. And here we go. We start with our first 3 to one side. Remember guys, the golden rule is to string 3 to each side. We are stringing at £63, guys. Client wants £58, 58 lbs. Bump that up £5 because this will lose significant tension because it's a brand new frame, never been strung before. So yeah, no choice but to pump up the tension straight up. 3 to one side, 3 to our other side now as well, stringing symmetrically, doing as least damage to the frame as possible, or stress, you can also say. Rackets go through the biggest amount of stress when we string them, more than using them, unless you're smashing your racket on the floor, which I'm sure all the big brands or any brand that makes rackets will love you, because if you keep breaking your racket, you're just gonna keep going back. It's our 4th main to one side. It's getting a bit chilly in London now. I think the car was showing me 14 degrees this morning. Heating has had to come on again, and I get the sniffles straight away. Ugh. Sneezing. Ugh. I'm not made for the cold, despite being born in Canada. So if I start sneezing halfway through this video, just a heads up. I deal much better with the weather back in Marbella. Who wouldn't though, right? 22 degrees winters, Celsius. I can live with that. Alright, that's our 6th. As you guys may have noticed, no skipping any holes anywhere, not top, not bottom. 6 straight in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we skip one. Don't know if you guys can see, maybe better from that angle. you skip the 7th hole / grommet. Same at the top on this racket. Skip, skip. Up your tension 20%. So yes, in my case, this is now bumped up to 75.6. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. These all these new rackets, you know, a top end racket can handle a very high tension actually. Some people are thinking, oh no, it's too high, the racket, this and that. No, it's fine. It is all good. It is all good. I'd actually love to see how this racket plays. I don't have it in a demo, but I just sold it off my online shop on Pro-string.com, pro-string.com. You can purchase all our strings through there as well, but without the discount. This string actually is being used by a semi-retired, I guess you could say, ATP player, Ryan Stories, who travels, I think he's his full-time coach to Alistair, a British player. He's about 200 in the world. But Ryan, Ryan Stories, when he's not traveling full-time, he plays himself a few futures and stuff. I think he just can't stay away. But he also works and coaches in West London at Duke's Meadows, which I also string for, the club in itself. Pro-string is the official stringer. Alright guys, 7.5 lengths of the racket. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. It's a 16-19 stringing pattern. Parnell knot, guys. You don't need to up your tensions on starting knots. Even if you're using the same knots for finishing and starting knots, they're still called starting or finishing. You can still use the same knot for both, either or. No need to change your style of knots, etc. Just double check that the camera is still rolling. Good. 7.5 minutes in, and we've already completed the mains. I think the last racket I did last night, which was what time was it? I think I started at 13 minutes to the hour, and I finished on the dot, 13 minutes. But I wasn't pushing it. I mean, kind of, but yeah. Maybe I need to do a video with a full-blown, see how fast I can do it. But it's not my top priority to string as fast as I can. Only if I'm in a bit of a pressure situation with the clients desperate. I mean, I'll do it in probably 11-12 minutes, I'd imagine. Would be interesting to put myself to the challenge. I've actually been thinking about a very different challenge. Stringing blindfolded. I've been practicing a little bits and pieces here and there. Randomly. A couple of friends keep threatening, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? So, oh, leave me alone. Anyway, as you can see, stringing one ahead, guys, makes your next weave always much easier when you have two weaves completed. It is second nature to me though to string, so yeah, it's a bit of a, could I do it? I have tested myself a little bit on doing it with my eyes closed. Let's see, I'm going to do it now. Ready? Eyes are closed. Alright, so nope. I probably should do it on a racket that I know really well, like my own, because you know the distances. I open my eyes, by the way, guys. But I can do the weave. Look, there's my eyes closed, and then I can find the hole relatively. And I know this is here. My machine is here. Eyes are still closed. Got it. Eyes are still closed. I know you may not believe me. Eyes are closed. So like this I can do, I think. This. Okay, so we're over here under. So, I mean, I do most weaves watching the TV anyway, so I'm never really looking. Eyes are still closed. Where am I? Where's the, oh, I think I made it. Yeah, okay. Remember, the eyes are still closed, by the way. Always pushing and supporting your string here. Oh, got it. Did I get it? How far am I? Oh, wow. Just as I would when, just shows you though, eyes are still closed, by the way, I promise. I swear on my kids' homework. Okay. It's incredible though how if you do something enough times, you should, okay, maybe hitting a tennis ball or playing any racket sports may not be the thing, but if you do something enough times, everything is possible. Eyes are still closed. The hardest part is catching, there you go. How far am I? Ooh, let's see if we can get a little bit closer. That's better. All right, I'm opening my eyes. What was that, 2 or 3 weeks? Look at that, I could just close my eyes, have a nap, and carry on. Let me see how, that looks completely fine. It's like if, this is a 1619 or a 1618. I feel like the spacing is actually, I might have got this completely wrong, guys. No, it's a 1619, but the spacing is quite, so I'd imagine the last one, yeah, the last one's quite low. The spacing is, I wouldn't say significant, but it's slightly more than your normal. They're quite spaced out, so this racket's got to be quite powerful and spinny, all in all, I'd imagine. I really need to start getting those racket reviews out, and I've got so many rackets. It just makes so many rackets in so little time. But anyway, what do you guys think? If I do racket reviews and all that fun stuff, do you guys think that it's better to do it on court or just try them and bring them here? What's your thoughts on that? Chop away my knot. So again, string one ahead. Make sure you pull that string nicely down when you're pulling with your left hand. Use your right hand, back of your nails. Another option can be the awl if you really want. You can move it like that. Solinco Blackout. Has slowed down. It's now obviously November. Well, maybe not so obvious, but it is November the 12th? 11th. Sorry. My bad. I did say this might happen. I'm just hope I'm able to not get into these sneezing fits I've been getting into the last day or so. God. Not so fun. Alright, we're coming to an end, guys. Does it matter if you push your string up or down? I guess you could leave it like that. Let's see. Yeah, but then it's in my way. So we'll keep that up. And then it's just easier to push up against when you pull the string, when it's being pulled physically. You want to keep a little hand on that, keep it up, keep your strings nice and straight as possible. Avoid any too much moving of the strings when you finish, which is commonly a little bit normal, at least for someone who's quite experienced. But yeah, you want to keep that to a minimal, because then when you move your strings at the end, typically they lose a lot of tension as well. So Where are you guys watching from? Give us a little comment. What made you look for this racket? I've had comments and messages from all kinds of people all around the world saying some people just watch for therapeutic purposes, which is incredible. I would never think that somebody would tune in to watching a stringing video because it's therapeutic. I mean, doing it is one thing, but watching, well, I guess there's people for everything. Nobody's, there's no right, there's no wrong. Or is it that you actually were looking for the Solinco Blackout on how to restring it? How long have you guys been stringing for? Give us some comments, guys. What is it that you do in the tennis, squash, badminton world? What is it you're doing? Is it your home stringer, string commercially? Also, by the way, guys, if you made it this far, we do offer stringing consultants service as well. We help some people set up their whole stringing business for a fee, manage it for them, all the admin kind of side of things, Google verifications and all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, regardless, wow, 58 is like a rock. Very surprised at this guy, 58. And he said he normally plays at 60. And he's like, I'll go down to 58. I think he might be in for a bit of a surprise. My 58. I really hope that he's used to a true 58. Guys, there you have it. The Solinco Blackout 300 with Pro-string Pentagon, 5-sided string, 58 pounds. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this has helped at least a person, hopefully more, but yes, thanks for tuning in. Give us a follow if you can, at least a like, comment, anything will do. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Happy stringing.